Hey guys, Bowie here, and this is things I learned with OG.7ckngmad's Earthshaker in 707, or as he puts it, GH beta version. So if you follow my channel, you probably noticed that I stopped streaming, and during this time I was trying to find a way to actually make streams that resonate to the public that also watch my videos. So this is how it's gonna work out now. Tomorrow, or every time I upload a new video, I will be talking about that video in the next stream. So we will watch replays together. I will maybe expand on topics that I couldn't expand in the video that you guys got curious. It will be pretty much an educational stream, and I invite everyone to try it out. I'll still play some ranked games after the educational sessions, but it's not gonna be the main focus of the stream anymore. In this game, Mad had a hard time actually getting early ganks because the lanes contain pretty bulky heroes like Medusa, Safe Lane Viper, and their heroes were not great for those early ganks as well. What I will focus in this video specifically though is the role of support Earthshaker and how to die as little as possible. In this game, Mad died 4 times until he got his blink dagger in 18 minutes, and after that he died just 1 time, and it was super close. He was against the likes of Medusa, Ancient Apparition, Viper, Clock. Those heroes are very hard to initiate on and survive. Another topic I want to talk about is that most Earthshakers, they don't understand, especially after the Echo Slam changes in this patch, that your main role as an Earthshaker support is initiation and control. As long as you can provide the longest amount of control without dying, you're already doing a great job, and it's really not only about those 5-man Echo Slams. But we'll talk more about that later. So in this video, I'm going to analyze Mad's blink dagger plays and also item build. This is probably the only solo echo he attempted the entire game, and the only reason he went for it is that first, he just completed his blink dagger, and also he has Sunstrike, or else, as you can see, that kill wouldn't be possible. You don't actually get a normal quote-unquote damage when you go for the Echo Slam, unless there are like more targets. A team fight starts here and Echo is on cooldown while he's quite low on mana. The important part about this whole fight is that 2 heroes were dead while he goes for it. It's definitely not advisable to go in with Blink Ancient Totem in big fights as a support for, because you're squishing under level and you're probably gonna die, and as I said before, you want to maximize the amount of control you can provide during a team fight. He lands a fissure, and since DK zoned another hero, now he feels comfortable initiating since his invoker is just getting there. They get a kill as Viper arrives, and that's it, he disengages. This is another great fight. Take note that Mad spent his Echo again on Doom. He blinks into Fissure since 3 heroes are close. And since PL is wrecking Medusa, he actually walks up to Viper, and pay attention how his focus is always on not dying and controlling enemies. With all his skills on cooldown, he walks away and they get the kill. Let's talk about longer fights now. A fight starts in the Radiant Shrine, and look at Earthshaker's positioning. He makes sure to stun 2 heroes with Fissure, and not only 1. Probably 80% of his Fissures clip at least 2 heroes. But that's not the point. The point is that he doesn't engage, since they are fighting without vision and 2 heroes are dead. His Dragon Knight stuns AA here, and look how this small decision actually wins them the fight. He keeps close to the trees and doesn't engage with blink dagger already. A lot of people just like go in, yeah, let's get a hero. What happens then is the Dragon Knight being there lures more heroes, and you can see that he was just trying to clear the creeps here. He was waiting for his Fissure cooldown, and since he didn't spend the blink dagger when AA was dying, he's able to show up here. As I said, he also goes for it as Fissure is getting ready instead of showing up immediately when they engage Dragon Knight. They finish off Viper, and his skills are all on cooldown, so he gets away towards the Radiant base. It might feel counterintuitive, but getting away towards top is pretty much impossible, so he always wants the nearest fog, the nearest place where his blink dagger can get ready, his cooldowns can get ready, and he can go back. He waits his cooldowns as he assesses the situation, and with Dragon Knight dead, the best play is retreating. Another thing that I noticed a lot, not necessarily in this fight, is that sometimes he would go in with blink dagger, use Ancient Totem and Fissure, and he would walk, even though he has Force Staff. So if he actually needs to go back faster into the fight, he has Force Staff to engage, while most people, they always use Force Staff to disengage, when in reality, it's not always necessary, so that's something to have in mind as well. In this clip, Dire goes for Roshan. They do it super fast, and while Mad goes in to help with Fissure and Enchant Totem, he quickly leaves the pit since there's no vision of anyone in the map. There's definitely an AA blast coming, and he needs to be outside. First, because his blink dagger could be on cooldown if he takes the blast, and also maybe he needs to block Radiant's engagement with a Fissure, or even go for an Echo. If Age is secured, he doesn't go in and fights immediately. He feels the fight. PL was kinda low, they are kinda disengaging. That is, until Invoker gets a kill on Ancient Apparition here and the fight starts to develop. We see Mad taking a completely different path towards the fight. By doing it like this, he's able to go in and out without taking too much damage. He engages on Medusa, and since there are no multiple targets, he doesn't go for fissure. He enchant totems and then fissures into another person, and due to lack of follow-up, he just disengages. He really wanted the Echo on Doom and Medusa, misplaced slightly, but thanks to his Scepter, he gets time to control both enemies again while he disengages. With Blink ready, he goes in again. Same pattern of play. He pretty much only dies because of that Medusa illusion, or probably because he missed the Echo Slam, and while that was happening, his DK gets tier 3 bottom, so that was a great fight anyways. This, by the way, was the only time he died the entire game after completing Blink Dagger, showing how this should be one of your main worries when you're playing. This is another long drawn-out fight that highlights not only Mad's great use of Shaker, but mainly understanding when to commit Echo in the fights. For instance, he has Echo here, he's invisible, has his PL close to him, yet he doesn't ult. They are close to Shrine, they have zero vision around that area, and mid is pushing. This is quite a risky play. What he does though is bait Stone Gaze beautifully. He fissures as he blocks the path to that area and then disengages. With one ult down, they are in a better spot. Look how he positions himself close to trees in a lot of those tailmates, and by being close and hidden at the same time, Doom is pretty much wasted. Second ultimate down. With fissure ready, he pretty much blocks Radiant from getting to them, and even though Bane dies, Radiant's cooldowns are way more relevant. He keeps on booping enemies there. DK has fallen too. You should retreat, right? But what you need to realize is that the bulk of their damage is Invoker and PL, and they are both healthy and ready to fight. Pay attention to what he does here. Since he's in the high ground, he just fissures as if he's retreating, afraid, but uses the high ground to Shadow Blade, and that's how they re-engage. It's clear they have no vision of Earthshaker, and he gets a beautiful Echo Slam because PL is actually engaging as well. He makes sure to fissure in a way to land more than one target, and there you go, that's easy. This is one of the last fights in the game, and while it's a 10k gold lead for Dire, this is 45 minutes into the game, which makes it less substantial. Even in the lead, Mad plays crazy good Dota. His team kills Viper, and we don't know whether he has buyback or not, so when he initiates a Medusa here, he doesn't go all in with Echo Slam. After Stone Gaze is over, by the way, pay attention how he does it. He enchant totems a solo target, which is, as I said, quite greedy and risky, but there are two dead enemies, and he has escape item, so he can just disengage instead of like solo ulting Medusa. He just keeps his cool, throws stuff from far away, and that's GG. By the way, guys, 7ckngmad's stream is insanely good. I feel like some people might have a problem with his attitude, but I feel like he's a great player, and he plays so many different heroes that he's probably the best balanced streamer I could recommend to anyone in terms of playing a plethora of different roles and lanes. He like carries 7k average games as a 9k player playing pretty much support Earthshaker. His mid was like 6k and the enemy mid was 8k, and they won. I really recommend it. I mean, if you have a problem with people tilting slightly, you're probably not gonna like his stream that much. I actually have a ton of fun watching his stream, and I feel like you can learn a lot if you just take your time. Okay guys, as I said, I'm doing the educational stream. It's gonna start 6 p.m. London time. If you're interested, the link is in the description. As of always, Pvgna is supporting this channel ever since its beginning. Those guys are great. They just released Oracle. They have a lot of new videos about the new patch, so check it out. The link is in the description, and I am partnered with gamersensei. So if after the stream tomorrow you just have more things that you want to learn about, you just want one-on-one with me, the link is down below as well. Hope you guys had a great time watching this video, and that's it. Bye.